Previously on Quest Friends Forever.
When you were there, how many remedies were there? Because now there's 2. Everyone in town seems to be being put to work, and there's a lot of soldiers around. Small issue. Darkness has possessed a mortal downstairs. The man known as Foster Grant has his arms raised to the sky, casting spheres of pitch black magical darkness into the air.
I'm immediately going to dispel magic.
He looks freaked the fuck out that you did this, and flies back up into the air until he is out of sight. In deep sleep, Jared is having a dream, and there is a halfling man that looked kind of dazed. You're not the right person. You're different than I remember here in this place, wherever this place is, and that's probably why I didn't recognize you the first time I found you. You're the only one that can stop the Landgrave. She wields her weapon against the cities. No one can stop her. We need to meet in person. Can we do that? And up the steps comes a halfling man. You instantly recognize him as the halfling that has been appearing in your dreams. Let's figure out how to get you back.
Get me back where?
Back to the other world? Okay, so we're going to pick up exactly where we left off, mid-conversation with Jared and the halfling from his dreams. I also am annoyed at myself because I did not give this halfling a voice. His voice is just my voice, so try not to get confused. I know that's what Eric and Jessica have been doing this whole time, but...
I meant to do a voice, and I thought that I was, and I didn't realize that I didn't realize.
That's okay. So if you get confused on who's talking, just ask, because the halfling's voice is just going to be my voice. Maybe a little higher, but it's kind of just the same voice. I don't know why I didn't give him a voice, but... Okay, so halfling says, so are you ready to go, or what?
Go where?
I literally just told you the other world. Are you okay?
Oh, sorry.
Are you? You seem weird here.
I feel like there was like I had like a 2-week lapse there for a brief second, but I'm back.
How meta. That was Danny, not the halfling.
I mean, okay. Should I get my friends, or are we just gonna scoot?
You made friends here?
I have. Oh yeah. Do you want to meet them?
Are they gonna help us?
Yes, they're gonna help us a lot, actually.
Okay. I guess I guess you did come here for that, so that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have how many hundreds did you get? How big is the force? What are we talking here?
Of friends?
Yeah. Like how many? What's the army?
So it's not really an army per se.
Oh.
It is a collection of 1,000 people who love and adore me, but I do have a small circle of top admirers who I have been palling around with.
Okay. He seems kind of confused about what you're saying. Like he's not really following what you're putting down, but he's like, okay. Yeah, maybe we can work with that. I mean, I think we might need a bigger force than a couple. Oh, you know what? We'll see. Where are they? What are we doing here?
I don't know. Should I yell at them? Should I call them?
As you ask that, Jared, Stephanie comes out of the knowledge shrine.
Okay, Stephanie, come here.
Oh,
please.
Okay.
So you remember how I was having those like super sick, cool dreams that were both cryptic and annoying? Anyways.
Annoying, he says.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, you said annoying? Wait, are you DM or character?
In quotes,
Danny,
annoying,
okay.
Question mark.
Sorry, you do need to give him a little bit of a voice.
Okay.
Because you do so
No, this
much
is fun.
narrating.
Keep going. No, just do this.
He'll go a little higher. He'll go a little higher. Annoying.
I
mean, it would be funny if he went lower, I think.
Annoying.
Or
Maybe.
What if you alternate between higher and lower at your whim?
He's just constantly modulating. We'll go a little higher.
Yeah.
We'll go a little higher. Annoying?
No, not annoying. Very cool and fun for me. That definitely was cool and fun all the time.
It was kind of hard to do, to get in there with you. It's
yeah.
It's a level 5 spell,
Yeah.
Is this? Are you?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes. Exactly. This is who that is. He wants to take us somewhere, and I don't really know what to say.
Well, I mean, introduce me, he says.
What was your name again? This is okay. Sorry, this is my dream friend,
Carl. It's Carl.
Fargo.
When you don't know his name, Jared, he looks like not actually wounded, but he looks like hurt. He's like very, very confused and like he's about to cry almost. Like he already doesn't look great. Like he looks weary and worn out. But like when you don't know what his name is, he's like what? Wait, what's going on?
I don't know what is going on. No, I will say, okay, in game, I have no pity for those tears because you've been cryptic in my dreams and you have not told me your name and I have no idea my history. So if I was brainwashed, this is not my fault.
Oh my God, were you brainwashed?
I might have been.
Oh
and
no!
If it was anything else, you're the one visiting me. Say hi. I'm your name. It's a two-way street, Queen.
Okay, he says. Maybe we'll start with my name, and then maybe from there you'll start to remember because you've only been gone, 2 months. So, well, I'm Timothy. Timothy, you remember me, right?
I'm sorry,
Yes.
Timothy.
He turns to Stephanie and goes, "Yes, Timothy. Timothy."
I wasn't. Oh,
Either
okay.
way, either way.
Okay.
Yes. This is Timothy.
The name's so nice, you say it twice. He says,
And
He has a catchphrase.
"I sure do."
How did brainwashed?
Maybe. I don't know. But
Well,
this
what's the last thing you remember?
nothing.
Oh,
I remember you in my dreams harassing me
Right.
while I'm trying to get rest.
well, no, that's not. I was trying to reach out to you.
I felt harassed.
Do you remember working together with me?
I
We're,
don't remember.
we
I don't
know
even remember
we
your
know
name.
each other. You know, it's okay.
Enlighten me.
What kind of work did you guys do together?
Well, I guess it's not like specific work. We're trying to I guess. Well, geez, I don't want to toot our horns, but like save the world, basically, more or less.
Okay, we're on this train right now together right now. So,
Okay, good. You're on board. Great.
Wait, you've been doing this longer than we have, Jared?
I
Brainwashed.
don't remember that. And
Okay.
that's a problem. So I know we just had a little brief moment about trains. I think we might be on parallel tracks. I don't think we're on the same page or the same train. So Timothy, why don't you enlighten us a little bit? Pretend here, for example, pretend we've never met. Let's just pretend. What would you say to me about said proposition?
Well,
I know nothing.
my-
I'm big baby. Wah.
My first question would be, why did this elf just call you Jared? Did you
Because that's his name.
did you change your name too? He
I
looks,
might have.
He looks at Stephanie, and he looks at you, Jared, and back to Stephanie. He's like, "You don't know who this is? This is Clint Fistheart."
You've been lying to me this whole time?
You
This whole
fucking
time. Wait,
named
I'm
me.
sorry.
Clint Fistheart.
Mm-hmm.
Fistheart.
Hey, people are just named what they're
Clint-
named. I don't know what to tell you.
Clint Fistheart. I mean, honestly,
People are just named what I just the
That's gay.
inspiration
That's-
comes through me, and I
that's
just
gay as
relate to
hell.
you. I just relate to you
Clint
what's happening.
Fistheart is gay as hell, and I'm into it. You might as well have called me Crisco Fistheart.
Are you like a?
Jesus.
Do you look like a gay cowboy?
I hope so.
It's just
God,
Jared,
I
the
sound. I
halfling.
honestly sound way hotter now. That's crazy. 'Cause, like, what?
The halfling is
Okay.
just pointing at Jared and says, "Yeah, he's the greatest hero in all the land."
I look at Clint. You have been holding out on us this whole time. You have a name like Clint Fistheart. And
If I knew my name was Clint Fistheart, I would not be going by fucking Jared.
Okay, but wait, hold on.
If that was my
picked-
name,
wait, hold on. You picked Jared though. When you or where did you get Jared from?
I was born with it.
Says Timothy.
Okay.
Something's going on.
Wait, how come
here.
his name is not? How come his name is not Clint?
I don't understand. Because
Okay,
why isn't your name David? It's just
I mean, if he's from another world with a guy named Timothy,
That's not the naming convention
it's
of
culturally,
the world.
is that how they do it there? They don't have a first and last
This
name.
isn't
They have two double
downtown where
names.
there's a naming convention. It's just what people are named. I don't know what to tell you, David. That's what people are named.
Okay. Are people starting to look at us because we're making a big commotion?
So you're still the only ones in here aside from the shrine attendants.
Okay.
There's no the public has basically scattered from the very recent possessed god attack. So it's just the attendants who are in here, and then the three of you right now.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to back up till before what
He takes a step backwards.
No, not physically. I mean, like metaphorically with.
Okay.
Okay. So, Jared Clint was a hero where and came over here from where to do what?
So
Can you fill in some gaps for
You just
us?
want all the exposition? Is that what you're asking
I mean,
for?
truly, like that would
Okay.
be so helpful.
So he kind of looks up and off to the side wistfully, and he says, "I remember it just like it was yesterday." And he says, "Well, we come from a world called Constance."
Okay, we're right there.
Okay,
Together.
Good start. Okay,
This is
good.
Constance 2. I mean, Constance.
Still,
not
you call
with
this
the number
Constance
2.
too?
No.
Oh,
This is
whoa,
Constance.
here we go.
Also.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, so it's the same name of the
Same
world.
name.
Interesting.
Same name.
Interesting. Timothy says, and he goes, "Okay, well, I'm a wizard and a scholar. I worked at a university."
Nerd.
And, what? Oh no, I don't know who said
Got
that.
him.
One of the
Fucking
attendants
got
just
him.
broke their fucking vow of silence to call this guy a nerd.
Yeah,
Worth it.
got him.
And-
Dragged.
Where I'm from, there is a very, very bad person. She's known as the Landgrave.
Is this
The
the Wizard of Oz?
Landgrave?
Is this the Wizard of Oz? Are you
I
doing
don't
the
know what
Wizard
that
of
is.
Oz?
I don't know what that is, he says. The Landgrave is her title, and she kind of just takes everything over and kills everyone who stands in her way. I mean, you've heard of villains before. Just think of the worst possible one. I'm trying to say it with a casual tone, but it's actually the scariest thing I've ever experienced in my life, and she is in my nightmares basically every night. But I'm trying to play it casual, you know.
Oh, like how you were in mine?
Well, that was to try to find you, he says.
It was kind of scary.
I mean, I don't think she's actually casting spells to come into mine. She's in there on my own volition, which is unfortunate.
Oh, okay.
But she has basically taken over the land, and she goes from city to city with her armies and her weapon, and she just
What
takes
weapon?
over. What's that?
What kind of weapon?
She has this like humanoid metal thing that she can use at her disposal, and this thing just lays waste to anyone who stands in the way. And so she's been doing that for a while, couple years, and we're all pretty bad about it. She came to where I'm from, and he kind of looks down, and he's kind of trying to still keep up this casual exterior. He's trying to kind of keep it casual, so maybe something will click with Jared/Clint. But he's kind of losing it here a little bit. And he goes, and he says, and she she burned down my college and killed a lot of people I know. And I escaped, and I went into hiding in the forest. And he kind of looks over at Jared, and he's like, "Any of this ringing a bell?"
The humanoid metal thing, maybe? I have an idea. I
Okay.
call Val into the room wherever they're at. And I'm like, Val.
So Val's downstairs. That's usually shout
Oh.
for Val.
Yeah, I'm going to shout for Val.
Okay. Val, do you hear?
Hello.
You turn around to say, "Hey, Val," and you just look down. You happen to notice that Val's just literally standing right next to you. Nobody noticed the entire time. Val has just been there, just creepily, silently, just hanging out. I was
Perfect.
done like 20 minutes ago, guys.
So Timothy's eyes move from Jared/Clint down to Val. And Timothy's eyes go wide with
Yes.
terror.
Yes.
And it's like he's been startled, and he like jumps backwards and stumbles a bit and reaches into his pocket of his tunic, and he goes, "It's here! It's followed! It's here! It's followed us here! It's the weapon!" Ah! And he points his wand at Val and fires off a spell. So Val,
shit.
Val, can you make a?
Stephanie is going to stand in the way. So
You're gonna jump in the way?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in the way.
Okay, well then, Stephanie, I rolled a 15.
Against?
Your armor class.
It does
No,
not matter.
armor class. Okay. So you jump in the way, and your act of even jumping kind of throws him off. Like he's surprised by this, so it causes him to kind of shoot it off a little bit to the right, and it goes just barely sailing to the right of your face as you dive. You're diving in the way like a Secret Service agent kind of situation.
Does it go and hit the person that said nerd? Oh.
Never mind.
But you're like straight like diving in the way like a Secret Service agent type situation, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, cool. Okay, well it just misses. It doesn't hit you at all. It just fires off to the side, and I guess you hit the ground then in front of Val, and Timothy standing there with his wand pointed at you both, and his eyes are just wide, and he's like nearly frozen.
What the hell are you doing?
And he goes, "Get away! It's the weapon. We gotta go!" And he runs over and he grabs Jared's. He's a halfling, so he's like comes like Jared's waist. So he grabs Jared's like bottom of your shirt and starts to like try to drag you toward the stairs to go down and leave.
My back compartment plangs open, and I reach back and I grab my rapier, and my glass dome turns hot red.
Uh-oh.
This motherfucker's trying to hurt me and trying to hurt my friends? I don't think so.
I pick up the halfling.
Oh, you pick him up?
Yes, and
Okay.
I cradle him like a small child, like a baby.
He's squirming like a bad kitty cat.
Yeah, and I'm holding like it's okay. Stop. It's no one's.
No,
what are you doing?
we gotta
it's
go.
fine.
Oh my god! Woo!
You need to stop. Calm down.
I'm going to like stand up, and I'm gonna like put my arm on Val and be like, he doesn't know what he's doing. You're okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You can put the rapier away. I don't think we're gonna need it. I got it.
Gotta go! Oh my god!
I look at
Okay.
I now turn from Stephanie to the halfling and I say,
It appears that your memory engram is malfunctioning. As a model XFCED-001, I am equipped with the correct maintenance protocol. Would you like some assistance?
but as
don't
I'm
touch
saying
me.
that,
Don't
so
touch me.
Val is saying that out loud, nice and calm and cool and helpful tone, but the way that Val is sort of approaching is sort of like very, very threatening though. Like swing, like blindly swinging the sword like a kid would, like who's very angry at something. Bright red glass dome. How dare you fucking threaten me and my friends? Even though I'm like, hi, would you need some assistance?
I continue holding Timothy, and I start saying, "Breathe. Just breathe. Take a deep breath. Start breathing. How are you feeling?
We're gonna die.
We're not gonna die. We're safe. They're fine. They're not gonna hurt you. Take a deep breath."
So Val and Stephanie talking to him seem to have like basically no effect. But as you say this to him, Jared, he kind of stops thrashing a little, and he sort of starts to. He's still breathing very heavily. He's like, wait, you need to explain to me what's happening. How did the weapon found us and you're totally fine? I don't understand.
What I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
And I need you to answer honestly.
Okay.
What is that craft's name?
We just call it the weapon. It's the weapon. It's
the weapon.
Everyone know if you say the weapon, everybody knows what you're talking about.
Val's glass dome goes from red to more of like a orange color, and Val kind of chassis turns back and forth between Stephanie, sort of like looking at Stephanie, and then back to the half elf, and kind of takes a step
Halfling.
forward, puts the rapier away.
It's a halfling, not a half elf.
Oh, sorry, a halfling. Puts the rapier away and then says,
Greetings. I am a Variance Alpha Psionic Altonian Lexo Transceiver Unit, model number XFCED-001, but you can call me Val for short. It's great to meet you.
So this is Val.
Oh,
They're very chill.
Hello.
And end of sentence.
So-
What do we? I don't. What?
so
Who
this
are
thing,
you?
This thing didn't follow. This thing didn't follow you here.
Countercharm.exe program launching.
Is that chill beats to calm down to?
yeah.
So okay, that's actually good. So you start playing the music, Val, and he Timothy kind of looks confused, Music? That's a new trick. This one knows music?
Sure
yes,
thing.
Val is very good with music.
That's kind of their whole thing.
Val takes a big jump step back, like to get away from everybody, and casts dancing lights and
Let's
says,
get this party started.
It kind of does like a little mini dance rave thing. Starts breakdancing a little bit.
So as you cast the lights, Timothy's immediate response is recoil, like in case it's something else, but then sees it's just lights and music and kind of starts to calm down a little bit. Jared, you can, since you're holding him, you can feel his heart beating really fast against yours, against your body, but he doesn't seem to be in attack mode anymore.
Okay, cool. I'm going to set him down now, back next to me where he was before I picked him up.
Okay.
Don't worry. You can trust me. I'm friendly and approachable.
We found them passing out flyers for a disco club a while back.
Val's mannerism of shock, of like, oh yeah, and then kaplang, and then the back compartment opens and
you have
Val's
one flyer
frantically
left.
reaching back to
You have
find
one
the
flyer
one
left.
left
That's
flyer.
canon.
Yeah. So I grab the flyer and I take it out and I gesture it towards the halfling.
Timothy reaches out to take it and like grabs just the closest edge to himself and yanks it away really fast in case you're about to like cut off his fucking hand or something. And he looks at it and back up at Val and looks at it and back up at Val and goes, "Wait, I've been here. When I first came over, there was I ended up at some weird loud place where people were dancing and there were a bunch of like little robots, and I was trying to get a look at them because," and he looks at Jared and he's like, are they cool? It's safe to talk around them, right?
Sure
Yes.
thing.
Well, I was trying to compare. Nice.
I like that Val was like, yeah, of course.
I was trying to compare this world's technology to ours, but I just got too scared and ran away. And
you keep saying, "Oh no, you go."
you all remember this conversation when you were at Discotheque, and Huge McBig told you about a little halfling running around the club who was checking out the technology and then ran away shrieking.
How did you get here?
The same way you did. I sent you here. We'll go back to my story, I guess. I sent you through the portal to come to this world because you. Hang on. I guess I never finished my story. So I went into hiding in the woods because my college burned down and all my friends died. And then you found me, Clint. You found me in the woods, and you said you would take care of me, and you did, and it was wonderful. And we realized we needed to do something to stop the Landgrave. And you had been trying, but our forces weren't enough. So do you remember? So we snuck up to one of their bases and we overheard them talking about coming to another world. Any of this?
I feel like if you take us to the portal, it might jog my memory.
Well, I can just open it here.
Open it. I want to see it.
I have one. I can do it one more time. It's a very difficult spell. It's above my pay grade, so to speak. But I do have the scroll that I can read, and I do have the diamond that I need to cast it. As you remember, of course, it's a diamond worth 5,000 or more. And he reaches into his satchel and pulls out a just huge, fucking amazing, sparkling, shining, most amazing diamond any of you have ever seen. And just like the light hits it like a fucking disco ball and it reflects, and the nearest shrine attendant like covers their eyes because it's so bright. Like, oh.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I had 3 of these, and then I used one to send you here, and then you were gone for a month, and I got really, really scared, so I came in looking for you. I'm hoping this is clicking for you here. And then now I have one left, and I was hoping we would use it to all go back together, but I'm not sure you have recruited a force strong enough to fight the Landgrave. Is that? I'm not sure right now.
I
Don't
would
worry.
argue
You can trust me. I'm
that-
friendly and approachable.
So, Timothy, if you were to actually listen back to previous episodes, you would hear that we actually are real strong and we did fight some big bads.
Interesting.
Pretty intensely and successfully.
Okay, so in your world, is
Constance,
there a town? Yeah. other constants.
I guess we'll call it Constance 1, and this will be Constance 2. Sure, that's what you said, Constance 2. So,
So,
we said.
is there a town called Remedy over there?
oh, sure.
Okay. Was it populated?
Like other people in it?
Were there people? Yeah. Are
Well,
there people there?
Sure, it was populated, and then the Landgrave invaded and took it over, like she does with a lot of towns.
Uh-huh.
So I haven't been there since, or I mean, I haven't been there ever, but I do know that it was invaded.
How long ago did the Landgrave take over?
Ah, jeez. She's been at this for a while. Within the last few months, I guess.
Because you see, we have a situation, and I'm wondering if this is maybe I don't know. We have a Remedy here, and we were all chilling, and we were hanging out in Remedy, and we went to go fight some bad guys because we're very strong, like Clint already mentioned. And then when we
Apparently, I
came
have to
back,
the older episodes to find that out. I guess. Okay. Cool.
yeah.
Yes. So
well,
you know. So you're familiar.
see,
I've seen it, but it's not really my thing.
Okay.
And then we came back, and literally everybody from the town was gone. And I mean, like, everybody, like, just vanished into thin air. And then we came here, and we talked with Feast, the god person, and they said that those people are still there, but they're on another plane, realm thing. What happened? Like, I'm
So if it's a cartoon, we zoom into Timothy's head, and we see like gears turning, like squeaky gears, wiki, 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 and then steam whistle, and then a light bulb above his head, and he goes, "You said they all disappeared,
every single one of them.
but like thin air though, like no trace."
Thin air. All of the animals and bugs and everything too. Anything that was like a lot, like took breath and was living, it's gone.
He looks right at you, Jared, and he says, "That means she finished it.
She finished it.
She remember she was working on that technology, and she's already using it. We might be too late."
You know what? Fuck it. Portal, open it up. Let's go.
Wait, no. I need to know what this thing is first. What did she finish? We still kind of, I feel like, stopped halfway, kind of. I need more information.
I say let's just go. Open the portal, jump through. We'll find our way back. I think remedy.
I'm sorry, but for all you know, like, you coming through might have been what caused it to happen in the first place.
But to be fair, I'm also a hero over there, and I love me some attention.
Also, I mean, we do have, like, the gods here. We could just, like, go talk to them and tell them what's up.
They seem
Here, follow me. Let's talk to the god. Let's get back to Feast, and then
Who's all in favor of just jumping through that portal right now?
no.
As this discussion starts to heat up, from the right, the shrine of water, the curtain slides open, and Ellie steps out, and Ellie's like, I heard a bunch of yelling. What's going on?
And I like full point, like full body, like ta-da over to the halfling. It's the halfling.
Oh, from Jared's dreams?
Yeah, and apparently my name is Clifford the Big Red Dog Fister or something. Something along those lines. What was my name? Clint
Fistheart.
Okay.
Timothy
Laugh
says.
out loud. Laugh out loud.
And Timothy's like kind of getting a little flustered that you don't remember. And so he turns to Ellie to, I guess, introduce himself. And as he turns to Ellie, he freezes. And his eyes go wide with terror. She's found us too! It's the Landgrave! She's here! Wah! Wah! And
oh my goodness.
jumps
oh my
back
goodness.
into Jared's arms
Oh my goodness.
and pulls out his wand and aims it at Ellie.
Countercharm.exe program launching.
Not this time!
I swat.
No, see, it's working. It's
while the chill beats are going, I swat the wand out of his wrist.
Make a dex save to see if you can do this in time before.
A 20?
Yeah, just straight up dexterity saving throw to see if you can knock it away before he casts whatever he's about to cast.
I got 16.
Just barely. As you see some kind of like electric energy start crackling out of this wand, you knock it away and it goes.
Did it shoot off but missed the target and instead went to go hit that exact same guy?
And we're not going to keep beating up
who
the
yelled
attendants.
nerd earlier.
My
You hit him
cabbages.
2 times now. That's what he gets for breaking
so
his
much
vow of
collateral
silence.
damage. No, you knock the wand away just in time. You knock the wand away just in time, and the spell does not get cast. And
I go to pick up the wand.
as you walk over to pick it up, Timothy looks right at you. Jared is like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. That's it. That's it. Just say goodbye. It was nice, I guess. We're dead."
I
That's
walk
my
over
friend.
to Ellie.
Put the wand down. What are you doing?
I walk over to Ellie and I hold her hand.
Ellie's standing there like with her arms up, like
I-
she's been caught like by like a security guard or something. Like, ah.
I grab one of her hands and say, "Hey, it's okay." And he's new here, not just to the whole world. He's he's from Constance too, apparently. And he explained it a lot better than me. But there's another Constance and another Remedy, just like Feast said. And there's like a robot thing that looks exactly like Val. And
Ellie's just taking all this in, like, and wait, who did he say I was?
yeah, who is she?
He said you're the worst villain in the universe.
Ellie,
Oh, that is simply
she looks like her
that is
like her
simply
feelings are so
not
hurt,
possible.
and she's immediately so sorry for something she hasn't done. She's like, wait, what?
Oh.
Aw.
No, huh?
Timothy.
Yeah, see, you're wrong.
Yeah. Timothy, do you see her?
Back to Timothy. It's a lie. It's a lie. She's pretending. Her armies are outside. We're surrounded. We're dead. Say your prayers. Oh my God. Ah!
Okay, Timothy, breathe.
No.
Let's step outside.
I'll
and
never
go
breathe again.
see- Breathe again. And let's take a step outside
It's
and
my last breath.
find her armies. Let's go see if you're right.
Land for the slaughter. Sure. Fine. Whatever. Might as well.
So I will lead Timothy out of the shrines.
As you start walking toward the stairs, he's just eyes locked on Ellie. Ellie's still kind of standing there, just like arms up, like, no, it's like she's like, I'm okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
You
and
take
so we
him-
go outside.
You take him downstairs?
Yes.
Okay.
And so just to like view the outside, and I point. I'm like, okay, where's the army?
He, side to side, darts his head around. He's like, they must have the city surrounded. Oh my God.
Okay.
Do you understand what is happening right now?
I understand that you're having a panic attack.
Yeah, you should be too. Why aren't you?
She's not dangerous. I think we have a case of a classic switch 'em up dimension style. I think somebody bad, Ellie, I'm going to just say, developed some kind of interdimensional weapon. And I think we should just go through the portal and go fight. I think we need to go back there where I'm heralded as a god, as you say.
Well, that's not quite what I said.
No, that's exactly like I think verbatim I heard is a god. Like somewhere in the phrasing it was really clear to me. So it's very strange that like you're now taking that back. It's like almost kind of like a gaslighting tactic. It's really interesting.
Oh gosh, no. I'm not like I'm cool. I'm down. Don't come on, man.
I think we should just go. All in favor of going, say aye.
We didn't follow you out.
Well, we got to go back upstairs. I guess.
That would actually be what Jared would do anyways, to walk away from the rest of the group and then take a vote where he's the only one who gets a vote.
Okay. I mean, the ayes have it. Sounds like we're heading to Constance too.
He's starting to catch his breath. Well, maybe we should go back upstairs, and if you swear to me, Clint, that woman and that robot are not going to rip me in half and then decorate the walls with my blood and guts, then I will try my best to talk to them.
I can promise you that this Ellie and this Val will do no such thing.
Okay. I trust you.
Okay, let's go.
So you go back upstairs.
Blip, 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 blip.
So Ellie, Stephanie, and Val just see Jared come back upstairs holding this halfling again. And once you get to the top of the stairs, Timothy goes, I think I can get down. I think I'm okay. Thank you.
I let him down.
So he's down, but he's still kind of standing really close to you, Jared. And he's looking at Ellie and Val, like keeping an eye
Hello.
in case anything happens. And he goes, okay, so Clint and I had a chat, and
Ellie, I'm Clint. He's talking about me.
Ellie goes, oh, I thought your name was Jared.
Same. But apparently I'm Clint today, so me is
okay.
we were talking.
Okay,
Yeah.
weird, Ellie says. Timothy says, okay, so we think, I hope what is happening is that it seems like Constance 1, where I'm from, and Constance 2, where you're from, I think that's what we're going to decide on. I think that's what we're going to go with. It's like kind of the same, which makes sense now, because I've seen some things here in your world that have kind of been the same as home, but there's like small differences, like enough for people to realize it's a different dimension, kind of thing. So I'm thinking there might be 2 of everyone.
I'm sorry. I had a hard time because you were doing, like, he sounds so similar to Ellie.
Yeah, it's not great.
I thought it was Ellie talking.
Ellie's way higher like this. And Timothy's more down here, which is
That
pretty
was the
similar. I
exact
guess
same thing.
now that I
was
say
the
it.
same.
Yeah.
That was the same.
Okay. Well, that's Timothy talking. I should have given Timothy a voice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. So Timothy says, so I think what's happening is that, all that I just said. He looks at Val and he says, so I'm sorry. I tried to shoot you with a witch bolt. And Timothy looks at Ellie and he looks at her first, like in the eye, but then he puts his head down, like he can't look at her. And to the ground, he says, and I'm sorry I tried to shoot you with a witch bolt too. And Ellie goes, yeah, that's okay, I guess. No harm, no foul, right? Timothy looks back up from the ground. You see that his eyes are red, like he's about to start crying. And he already looked kind of not great, like weary, worn out, fatigued, disheveled. And he's like super pale now because he's been really scared. And his voice is kind of weak and cracking. And he's like, I'm sorry, but the versions of you in my world are responsible for just so much death and so much destruction. You've burned down cities. You've ripped apart families. And I mean that not metaphorically. I mean literally ripped apart families. And anyone who's tried to stop you has just been eradicated. When I look at you, I see evil incarnate. So I'm sorry, but that's where I'm coming from.
Don't worry. You can trust me. I'm friendly and approachable.
And the tension is broken.
Boom.
Ellie looks really distressed about this. Ellie's like also starting to cry a little bit, and she kind of looks down and she's like, "Oh, wow, I'm sorry. I know I didn't do anything, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry."
Yeah, that sounds really awful. And I can promise you that these 2 would never do that. I know that when you look at them, you see that, and that's like super, super, super valid, but you're safe with these 2.
He looks up at Jared for confirmation.
Confirmed.
Okay, says Ellie, apparently. And then, okay, says Timothy. Sorry.
Solid. That was good. So sounds like it's portal o'clock. Why don't we get this portal open and let's hop on through?
That might not be a great idea right now because you heard what your friend just said about anybody that's gone against
The Landgrave.
bad versions. Anybody that's gone against them has died, has been gone and suffered a bad fate. So I think we need to plan a little bit more, probably, possibly.
You're probably right, and I'm usually not this complimentary, but they've never met us.
Timothy looks at you, Stephanie, and he says, I mean, I can send the portal anywhere. Like, we don't have to open it at her castle or whatever. Like, you guys said you're looking for Remedy, right?
Yes.
I can put you in Remedy.
But, like, those people that are in Remedy right now don't belong in your Remedy, is the thing. So how would we get them back? Is
another portal.
But we can only do it once.
I do have enough for one.
We go mining.
Okay,
Boom.
this is
Let's go.
Hold on.
Shovels and holes and diamonds
Oh my.
abound.
And Stephanie goes straight back to Feast's door
Okay.
and walks straight in.
I'll steal it. I'll steal the diamond. I'll do
Val-
it. I can do whatever.
Val sees Stephanie walk away and immediately follows behind.
I yell from the room.
In case you can't tell, I am definitely on Team Stephanie on this one.
Okay.
Since they've gone into one of the shrines, right? I yell from the room that I'm currently still in. I say, "So is that a maybe?"
Ellie has also gone with Val and Stephanie, so it's now just you and Timothy. And Timothy looks up at you, Jared, and he says, "I don't recognize her. How did that happen?"
I don't know. You're the one with the portals. You tell me.
What's up? You guys remember that? You guys remember What's Up from the 90s, from those commercials? Anyway, hi. Welcome to the mid-episode hello of episode 22 of Quest Friends Forever. My name is Danny. I'm the DM, and I'm the one that said what's up a second ago like a real dummy. And we're going to get to a few notes here in the in-between and then get you back to the action, so let's do it. I will start, as I usually do, by telling you about our podcast network, which is the Nostalgia Network, which is at thenostalgianetwork.com. That is where you can learn more about the shows on our network, which include Quest Friends Forever, of course, duh. The Nostalgia Podcast, of course, duh. The Lousy Advice Podcast, of course, duh. And our newest addition to the family, which is called the Momos and the Appas, which is an episode-by-episode breakdown of Avatar: The Last Airbender as it relates to folklore. That is, of course, hosted by Eric and Jessica from our show, as well as Dr. Amber Jones, the newest member of the Nostalgia Network family. If you like Avatar, if you like Eric and Jess, if you like cool podcasts, definitely check that out. That is on Spotify and Apple and all those fun places you can find podcasts. Give it a listen. I think you will really, really like it. Speaking of liking podcasts, do you know what you do when you like podcasts? Or you know what you should do when you like a podcast? You should go on your favorite podcast app, whether that be Apple or something else, and leave a review for that podcast as well as a rating. Those ratings and reviews are how those podcast services know what to share and what to put in people's suggestions and things like that. That is how we grow. That is how we get our cool brand of humor and storytelling in front of more people. That really helps us a lot, as does you sharing the podcast if you can on Instagram or Twitter or YouTube or TikTok or wherever. We are on all those services at Quest Friends Forever, sometimes at Quest Friends Forever Pod. And all of those things are things you can do to get our show in front of more ears, or I guess into ears. And before I let you go, I wanted to give one more note here. Of course, you all know that on our show, Jared is played by Eric Lefebvre, who is also, of course, on every other show on our network. You should also know that Eric does the music for our podcast, the opening and closing theme of Quest Friends Forever. What you may not know is that Eric is also an extremely talented artist and writer, and as of November 29th, 2021, Eric is a winner of the 2021 Chicago Script Awards for Best Television Script Pilot for a pilot script he wrote for a TV show called Charlie and the Unexplained. It is a very big deal. It is a super cool thing to happen to a very, very good and smart and deserving person. And we are honored that Eric is our friend and our colleague here on the network and on the show. So feel free to tell him congratulations. You can find him on the internet. He's at elefebvre on Instagram, I know that, or his website, which is www.ericmakesthings.com. He does so much wonderful work, and he's just the best, and we are so happy that he is being acknowledged by people in the know. So good job, Eric. That's what I got for you. So let's get back to it. There will be another episode 2 weeks from now, and I will talk to you then. See ya! Stephanie, you have burst into the shrine. The attendant at the door saw you coming and started to open it, try to be ceremonious about it, but then sees you just kind of barging and recognizes you as also having just been in there 5 minutes ago. So they just fling it open and go, all right. I mean, they don't say anything, but they, with their body motions, they go, and you go.
Nerd.
And then you go. You're now back in the shrine with Val and Ellie.
Hello, Feast. We are here again. We have news that you should know about because it probably affects both of us and probably whatever you're dealing with right now. I mean, I know that you're busy, but I don't think that our problems are coincidence that they're happening at the same time-ish. Help!
Are you flailing your arms like you are
Yes.
on camera right now that in the podcast people can't see?
Yes, 100%. Stephanie
Okay,
is
good.
just...
So the whole time you're doing this, Val is 5 feet behind you, but to your back, so you can't really see, so it's not so obvious. But mimicking your arm flailing verbatim, and just going,
Hello. 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 Hello.
Your version
Hello.
of what she's doing? Nice.
yeah.
Ellie is just along for the ride. Ellie looks a little freaked out, having just heard that she is the apparently ultimate evil in the world, but she is there for moral support, along for the ride kind of thing. So Stephanie does this rant. Val does the imitation of the rant, and about 15 seconds of silence with nothing, and then finally Feast pops into existence right in front of you, and just looks stressed, like hand on the head, eyes wide, looking down, like a mom whose child has come home to yell at them about something important, and they just go, "Okay, yeah, what? I'm back. I thought you just left here. What are we doing here?"
I did, but apparently
I'm pretty sure I
there's-
told you we have important things going on.
Yeah, but I don't think that we just found out that there's a whole new other universe that our bud Jared, who apparently is Clint, weird, but he
Sure.
is
Whatever.
from another world that is also Constance, that also has a
Remedy.
that town Remedy. Yes, that one.
I mean, I didn't say that out loud.
The attendant said it again.
Nerd.
Once you break the vow, you might as well talk all you want.
So I'm wondering if maybe there's something that like darkness is in on, or there's portals to another dimension or something. I don't know, but now those people from Remedy are probably in the other Remedy where there's bad versions of our people that are like killing everybody. So
Okay.
I think that's important information for you to know.
Sure. A couple things is I'm still the overgod of Feast. So a lot of this doesn't really fall into the Venn diagram of stuff I care about.
But you're You're
Sure.
into the
Sure.
God circle.
Sure. Yeah, I'm
Square,
one of them.
the God square.
This is a square.
Sorry.
Thank you. Please get your shapes right. So number one priority for us is still tracking darkness. Kind of takes precedence over any mortal world business. You people kill each other all the time. It's not really news to us. So the two remedies, that's weird, but it makes sense. That's why I saw two of them. We just kind of see all of existence like at once. So it's not really like, I don't know, like that's why I saw like two on top of each other, I guess. That makes sense. It's just like that's just the way it is for us. Like it's, the power of being a god. It's pretty sweet. You should try it sometime. So I'm not sure what you want me to do about it.
Okay, so you don't care and you don't think anything is connected.
Well, I
There's
mean,
like a bad.
We don't know where darkness went, which is really frightening because we usually, again, we can see everything. So we're looking for darkness, and once
What
we
if
find
they went to the
them,
other realm?
If we find them-
the other Constance 2.
I thought it was Constance 1. It's very confusing. If we find darkness and they are there, that will fall into the Venn diagram of shit I care about. But for right now, you got to handle your business. I got to handle mine. Hey, you know what? I like you. You guys are cool. You guys did some nice stuff for me, and you got your blessings, and we're not going to be friends. Like, I got to do my thing. You got to do your thing. So,
Oh, sorry. I thought this was like a symbiotic relationship where we help you out, you help us out. But you know what? It's fine.
Oh, no, I'm a
Never
god.
mind. And Stephanie just like throws her hands up and walks out the door because she's done with this.
Feast looks at Val and goes, anything else? I got to get back. Did you want to yell at me for something else too?
Oscar Zulu Protocol. Phalanx formation. Attack pattern Delta 3. Initiate.
And then Val does kind of like a shrug, and then walks out.
Great. Glad I came here for this. All right, I'm out. Later. Deuces, they say. And pops out of existence again. And Ellie follows Val back out to the lobby where you all have regrouped.
Okay.
I immediately address the group as they walk back out, and I'm like, "What'd God say?"
He don't care.
Sounds like God to me.
I need some time to process this. I'm sure Ellie does too. Well, can we just like take a minute before we decide to go and be trapped in another fucking realm? I just walk out the door. I walk back to our hotel room and I grab Ellie's hand and I say like, hey, let's go hang out for a minute before we decide to trap ourselves in another realm where the gods don't give a shit about us.
Okay, so Ellie and Stephanie storm off, apparently. And Timothy looks up at Jared and goes, I think your people are kind of falling apart, man.
Wait, is this the scene at the end of that thing you do where Tom Hanks is like,
your band is falling apart, guy.
yeah.
Yeah, I know the exact scene and line you're talking about, so what? What the fuck of it?
I say, yeah, but we're usually fine. I don't think this is any different.
So we should follow him, I guess?
Yeah, let's follow him.
Because I can tell them about the portal if they have questions.
No, they seem very portal averse, but we should follow him. Let's follow him.
So we regroup to the hotel. Stephanie, what's the plan?
I just need a minute is all. I want to go sit on my bed someplace where there's four walls that like there's nobody
Val goes
else.
downstairs, tries to find like a kitchen or some kind of like reception, something area that sees what they can do to help. And then you see Val coming up to Stephanie in the room with a silver platter full of berries and some sort of sparkling champagne, whatever I could find and like there's also like some like hot towels and they don't have newspapers in this fantasy world, but maybe
sure they do.
Okay, it's like just parchment paper with like wood block printed.
Yeah, the Pantheon Press.
Yeah,
you know what?
Nice.
I'm kind of thinking no portal, yes hotel now.
Okay.
Hotel's kind of starting
amenities.
to sound.
Yeah,
It's kind of you're kind of selling me on this.
Before anybody gets back to the hotel, or like when it's just me and Ellie for a minute, I'm just gonna try to I'm sitting on the bed. I'm like holding my headphones, like trying to be like, okay, I'm focusing. I don't want to put them on because I need to, if Ellie needs me, I'm here. And I'm like catching my breath because like the protector thing is done now. We just fought a god and now all of this is just a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
It's a lot on top of everything.
It's almost like
that
your
I was
main
already
character is
going
in a
through.
narrative.
I'm trying to breathe. I'm trying to like not panic and just take a fucking minute. Because this has been, a couple of weeks since Remedy, right? There's been just a lot of shit. And then I open my eyes and I grab Ellie's hands and I say, what do we do?
Ellie's still kind of looking down.
Are you okay?
Kind of when she feels you grab her hand, she looks up and she looks distressed. Like she's also having a bit of a moment. She doesn't have headphones, but she's kind of going through the same thing. Well, that wasn't my favorite thing to hear about myself, even if it's not actually myself. It's not great. I mean, just hearing about any kind of destruction of all that land and people, I guess, is just not great. Even if it's not, fake me or whoever.
Yeah, like I thought Edric was bad, right?
Oh, I mean, I think he was. I think this person's badness doesn't erase his. He's definitely bad.
Sure, but at least he never literally tore families apart.
Sure, I mean, kind of, but yeah,
still
but yeah.
bad.
Sure,
so, I mean,
sure.
yeah, okay. I'm trying to rationalize. Ugh.
Yeah.
God.
I mean, what's the whole reason we're all out here, right? We met Jared and we met Val, and the whole reason we said we're going to save the people of Remedy, right? That's why I'm here. That's why, I mean, I'm here with you, obviously, but I thought our mission was to save Remedy, right?
But would going through the portal save Remedy if we have no way to get those people back? And we don't know why they ended up there in the first place.
She sighs and she's like, yeah, it's not perfect. Right now I don't know what else we got. I mean, we could always go once, and I mean, I'll go through 500 times. I don't care. Like, I'll get one person each. I don't care, but we're going to do it. We can go through once, and maybe learn some things and then come back and I don't know. We could. What was it? A diamond? He had a diamond, right? We could get more diamonds.
That was a big ass diamond. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was really big, but I mean, I'm ready to do whatever it takes. I don't know if like Jared's rubbing off on me, but I'd rather steal a diamond than not save people. People over material goods. That's what I say.
Okay. Here's my real question.
Okay.
Are you going to be okay going through the portal and having everybody look at you like that, like Timothy just did, everywhere you go?
She takes a deep breath. Just the weight of what you're saying is like setting in on her. And she says, I don't love it. I don't want people to be afraid of me, but also, what if we can use that to our advantage? Like, I can apparently walk in and bark orders at people, maybe. I don't know. Maybe people will listen to me.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I'm going to the telepathy jewelry that we have.
The circlet, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to her.
Ooh.
Let's trade. Let's trade places. The whole thing. For so long, you were my voice and helped me out. And I love you, Ellie, and I think that you're great and you could do absolutely anything that you want to do in the world. But I don't think being mean is one of them. I don't think being mean is going to be fun or easy. And I can protect you this time.
Hell yeah. So, okay. So she's holding the circlet and she goes, oh, okay. So what? You're going to pretend to be the Landgrave or?
No. Bodyguard. How about that? What if I'm like the person that speaks for you? What if I do that?
Oh, she laughs.
Because I mean, clearly you are so recognizable to the entire Constance, whereas I was only really recognizable to like Absalom, right? And then if something happens, then you will be able to talk to me and I can do whatever you need. Let me protect you this time.
Okay. She kind of starts smiling, laughing like, that could be fun, actually.
I'm glad that you're excited about this because I don't think this is going to be great, seeing people be afraid of you. But hey, I'm here. I can help.
That's when Val walks in with all the amenities, and Jared and Timothy also stumble in at the exact same time.
How can I help you today?
How's
Clank,
everyone
and then
doing?
Val drops a big silver platter of a bunch of stuff and kind of making a little bit of mess on the bed.
Yeah, it spills a little bit.
Yeah.
Timothy sees the food and like lunges for it and grabs like half of a watermelon and just like bites his whole face into the center of the melon and starts like eating it from the inside, just like, oh my god, oh food, oh I haven't had real food in a while, oh boy.
See, this is what I'm saying. We're going to need to prepare. So if food is not like all the stuff is not really, we got to prepare. Also, Val, thank you so much. Val, I need you to look at me.
Sure thing.
Okay.
And Val doesn't move at all.
Do you remember the reaction that the readers had to you and how they were scared of you? And do you remember how Timothy reacted?
He looks up from his watermelon real quick and then kind of looks around and goes face first back into the melon.
Does he have like cheeks full of juice?
Oh, it's just cheeks full of juice. They call them old juice cheeks now.
Val, there's a small pause. Val doesn't answer right away, but then
Sure thing.
That's probably going to happen a lot in
Oh my goodness.
the other world.
Oh my goodness.
I know. So if we go through, you're going to need to know that those people, they don't know you. They know somebody else that looks like you. But how they react to you is not your fault. And you didn't do anything for that. The same way Ellie, right? Timothy was afraid of Ellie too.
Sure thing.
I'm going to be there to protect you both, but I need to know that you're going to be okay and you're going to trust me.
so Val steps forward and puts their hand right on your on your knee and says,
How can I help you today?
Okay.
Timothy looks up from his melon. He's basically hollowed it out at this point. He ate it really fast. And he's just juicy and seedy and not the bad kind of seedy, like there's seeds on his face. And
Literally
he
CD.
does a big comical wipe off of his mouth with his sleeve and looks back up at kind of reads the room real quick and looks up at Jared and goes, "Does that mean they're on board?"
I mean, we're right here. You could just ask us.
He stops and he goes, "Yeah, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm just so used to talking to him. He was like my only friend. So yeah, sorry."
I mean, I get it. And I look at Ellie.
Like, I mean, those two are like murderers to me, and then you, I have no idea who you are. So sorry.
And I'm also just like really cool. So
He nods. Yeah, I know.
Okay. So we've decided to go, but first we need to prepare. And then I tell them the plan. I tell them what Ellie and I are going to do, and that I'll kind of run interference for the robot and for Ellie.
Okay.
And Jared will be on the assist for that.
Timothy listens and he says, "Okay, that's interesting. People will definitely be afraid of the Landgrave and her weapon. So, yeah, we can use that to our advantage. It is going to be weird if Clint Fistheart is with them, since he's like the most famous opposing force in the land."
Oh,
So-
but wait, check this out.
Oh,
Do the
okay.
thing.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Do what
Can't
thing?
you like disguise yourself or something?
Oh
Don't you
yeah.
have, like a
No,
thing?
I'm
Do the
my
thing.
voice. I'm gonna do okay, yes, good. I'm gonna use actor to imitate your voice.
Mine? Timothy says.
Mine?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
It's pretty good.
Are you going to disguise yourself and pretend to be Timothy?
If you could
So-
maybe like disguise your face somehow.
Yes. I will disguise my face and voice act because I'm SAG eligible. And we'll make it work.
Fantasy
Oh my
site?
God. You have to shave. Like, and then we could maybe get you like a wig. We're in the Pantheon. I'm sure there's some super good shopping here, probably. So I think we're finally going to be able to do my shopping montage I've been wanting to do.
Oh, you mean right now?
Yeah.
That we should start right now.
I think we should start right now.
Everywhere you look. Okay. Yeah, you get it. For some reason, there is a wig shop in the Pantheon.
Oh, for some reason, you know the reason. Gays.
Oh. Sure. The thriving gay community in the Pantheon, of course.
Of course, yeah.
What god would that be?
Well, to be fair, all the gods are queer. Most pan, but there's a couple gays who are very toxic. And
Are they the ones downstairs?
they own
Well,
it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what disguise do you go with? What do you look like now?
Ooh, okay.
Paint a disguise picture for me.
So the way I currently look is Clint Fistheart.
Sure.
That's his whole.
Just to be clear, it's fist heart, not fist
No.
hard.
I'm changing it to fist hard.
Fist hard.
Fists hard.
With a D for
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a D.
Oh, there is a D. We're very familiar. I'm obsessed with it. Thank you so much for bestowing this blessing upon me here today. It's such a treat for me and a lovely time. I don't know. What should I like? We're going to the same place essentially, but everything's a little off. So like,
Do you take him shopping and have him like help you with your new look?
We'll do the montage where you come out with outfit number 1 and he shakes his head no. And
Yes.
outfit number 2 and he's like,
Okay.
and then outfit number 3 he's like, hell yeah.
okay, so the
You gotta
first
throw in a
outfit.
couple in there too, where it's like we've been there all day, and for some reason he has like a thing of popcorn, and he's like making
Yeah.
a mess.
So for
Yeah.
outfit number 1, I'm going to come out. It's just a clown costume, just clown.
Yeah, he
straight
gives that
up
one a
clown.
thumbs down. Thumbs down. for
Thumbs
that one,
down. Okay.
Timothy.
The next one, I come out in full like Rambo camouflage with like a gun, and you're all scared because you're like, "Where did you get that?"
What is that?
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, "What the fuck is that?" It looks scary, and I'm like, "Oh, is it
Timothy's
good?"
like,
and you guys,
"Maybe, yeah."
Nah, maybe.
It's
And so
scary, but
this
make
la-
it fashion.
Exactly. And so then this last one, I walk out full upper lower back Fabio wig length wig, gorgeous, So soft and smooth. I've shaved and only have a mustache now. I'm wearing a cutoff denim vest, no undershirt, and I'm wearing a sort of, not bell bottoms per se, but they are a wide pant.
Okay.
That are both brown and mustard accented. Big 70s situation happening on the
70s
lower
vibes
half.
here.
And I walk out and I'm like, hey guys.
Timothy gives you a big standing ovation. Stunning. What color was the wig? Is it blonde? Or is it something else?
Brown.
Brown. Okay. So sort of a big Fabio
Yeah, I
in
feel
the
like
70s
blonde.
vibes.
I feel like blonde is too distracting, right?
Okay. Like a dirty blonde.
What if the
brown
wig
kind
and
of
the
Yeah.
mustache are two different colors?
I
yes,
hope they
They
are.
have to be.
Okay.
So then, okay, that's a good point. Mustache is blonde, like white nearly.
So like a
Same thing with your
mustached-
eyebrows?
No, those are red.
Okay.
Interesting. Just a whole spectrum of colors
Yeah.
on your face and body.
Yeah.
Are you going for a supervillain?
We did
going
establish
for,
also.
I'm going for awkward god.
And you're like,
Awkward
we've already
hot god.
established that your like chest has like magical powers, right? So
Magical
you want
chest
that to
hair.
be ready at all times,
Oh.
so you can just like
Right.
Like
run
like
that
what
open.
I'm doing now, like full access. We need like an instant. We need
Sure.
a Dakota Johnson moment.
The new hot
Yeah.
god on the block. Yeah. Okay.
I'm a hot god.
So, after the brief shopping montage, we are regrouped back in the hotel room, and Timothy is standing in the center of the room, and he says, "Okay, are we all prepared?"
I do the fake. I don't want to pay for dinner. Where's my wallet, Pat? Like, I think so.
Yes. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Are you ready, Ellie?
Sure thing.
Okay, wait, but try your mean voice.
Oh,
and
okay.
try to look mean. Do it.
Okay. She scowls her face, but like scrunches it all up at once, like doesn't
Okay,
really know
but
how
like
to do it.
don't look so cute when you do it.
Oh, she like laughs, like I don't know how to do that. And she goes,
Okay,
okay,
like this.
A smolder. Okay, I'll try to smolder.
Nobody
She
can
tries
see
to
that on the
smolder.
podcast.
I know. That's why I said out loud. She tries to smolder,
Okay.
and then she says, "Okay, mean voice. Okay, here we go. Get over there.
That's pretty good.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that was great.
Oh,
Good job.
hurt my throat a little. Sorry
my
if I scared
goodness.
anyone.
Oh my
It's okay.
goodness.
You cannot say sorry.
Oh,
You cannot say
Um,
sorry.
not sorry. No, shoot.
Use curse words. Val
Ow.
does not say out loud.
The attendant standing at the window, peeking in.
Nerd.
She goes, "Okay, I think I could do this. My nervousness is outweighed by how much I want to save those people. So I'll figure it out as we go. And I have all my friends here, so I'll be okay."
Is there anything else we should know before jumping in, Timothy?
Timothy already has the diamond in his hand, and he's like waving his wand like a figure eight through the
Okay,
air.
we're doing it.
And he looks back like, "Wait, huh? What'd you say?"
Nothing.
He figure eights his wand a few times while holding this diamond, and he starts muttering to himself under his breath. You kind of just hear, and as he's doing this, the diamond looks like it's starting to kind of reduce in size, like it's sort of being hit with a shrink ray in slow motion. And conversely, at the same time, as this diamond starts to shrink, a very, very small portal appears in the center of the room up off the ground. And as the diamond shrinks, the portal grows larger and larger and larger and smaller for the diamond, until the diamond has dissipated down to simply nothing. And the portal is now standing wide open, big enough for a person to walk through, a person of any size, at least all the people in this room. And it is a spinning vortex of blue and white energy, and it's making a low kind of humming noise. And Timothy looks at the portal, and he looks kind of out of breath for a second, like he's, "Whew, that was a big one." And the portal flickers really fast, like very, very quickly, like a quick flicker. And he's like, "Oh, sorry, I can't break focus." And he just holds his wand on it. As he holds it open, he's like, "Oh, we're going to Remedy, right?"
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then he motions like, "Go on in."
Okay. See you on the other. Yes.
Before anybody goes, I've been workshopping with my newfound name. I feel like I need to like present a new me to some degree. I've been workshopping a catchphrase. I want to hear what you think.
Timothy looks like he's straining right now to hold this portal open, but he's like, okay.
And hear me out here.
Mm-hmm.
Who's ready to get fisted?
Ooh.
I just walked straight into the portal. Fuck this. I don't even just.
Is that an amazing? Is that a great?
Val turns to Clint and then turns towards the portal and shouts,
Retreat.
and jumps in.
We'll work on it. I jump in.
Ellie is last in the room with Timothy, and she looks at him one more time and goes, okay, here we go. And Ellie jumps through the portal. You step through into kind of this, it's not like an immediate like one-to-one Stargate situation. Like as soon as you're through, you're on the other side. It's a bit of a hallway. It's like maybe a very short, like an 8-foot hallway. You're kind of in this corridor where you can see on one end ahead of you, you can see just kind of a small town at night. It's not really any discernible features because you're just coming through like one spot, but you can see that it's nighttime on the other side. And then behind you, you can look back and see Timothy in the hotel room. And you proceed through the small hallway of the portal, and you have emerged in the other world in the city of Remedy.
This podcast has been brought to you by the Nostalgia Network.
Visit thenostalgianetwork.com for more.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric.
I'm Shelby.
I'm Jake.
And we are the band Lousy Advice from the Lousy Advice Podcast.
Come listen as we draft artist and genre-centric best of lists.
With the help of our closest friends.
These lists are canon.
And there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it.
From Misfits to Cher.
Green Day to Gaga.
Or Pup to Paramore.
Listen to the Lousy Advice Podcast now, or else.
Stream us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the Nostalgia Network, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And don't forget that we are the band Lousy Advice, and this is our podcast, the Lousy Advice Podcast.
The Lousy Advice Podcast?
The Lousy Advice Podcast. Podcast.